the only moment where it felt, is it weird or surreal, is the first day when he walked in the studio, and we hadn't yet, you know, as we say, get behind the instruments and okay, let's go. I
Right.
think everything leading up to that, there was so much anticipation. There was, and maybe there was a little trepidation. It's like, okay, I wonder how is this really gonna work out? Is it gonna be from what we remember and how it was in the past? Like nobody really knew. Like maybe, a lot of time had
Yeah. 14 years.
gone by where we were like, maybe think, but I'll tell you, within the first day and definitely in the second day, we're all like laughing. And because everything was so familiar, everything was so not only familiar, but everything was just so smooth and graceful and seamless. And it just felt like, we had taken a break, but not not to the extent that we all know that it was almost, what, 13 years. It felt like we had taken a coffee break, come back, come back in to the studio and start writing a new album. And no, it just, there was so much there, that we kept reminding ourselves, like, oh yeah, that's the way that Mike works. And that's the way he used to interact with us. That's the way he gets involved in the writing. And it was just like it picked up from where it left off. And I think the album is a true testament of that, that it felt like it had in the past, but it felt even more exciting because, of where we are at this stage in our life, and that it is the reunion album of the classic lineup. So yeah, I can tell you honestly, it was a lot of fun. um, it was very, just exciting, every moment in the studio and building these songs. And yeah, and Mike was involved 100% from beginning to end, and the way that he always has been in the past. And that's the only way that it could have worked out. Otherwise, it would have been disingenuous of us to just say, well, no, you only do this much, and then we're going to take it over here because that's what we've been doing. No, it had to be full on 100% like it had always been. And I think that's why we got the album that we do. Yeah.
Yeah.